Good afternoon, guys. What's up, everybody? So we have decided, me and Jimmy, that we are going to be making a YouTube page, and this will include content of all the DIYs, all the projects that this guy has been working on in the house. This is one of them now. He is working on the backsplash in the kitchen. By the way, my name is Alfredo, and this is Jimmy, my husband. So guys, a little insight. This is what the house here in the kitchen would have looked like before. We just thought it was a little plain, so we had already bought these tiles, this backsplash that we were going to use. We just didn't know where. I got them really cheap, actually. I think it was like 99 cents a sheet. We got a really good deal on them, and I knew that one day they were going to come in handy, and here he is now adding the backsplash to our house and to the kitchen, and I believe it's looking beautiful. So how did you learn how to do all this? Huh? Stop being shy.
With my dad.
What did you do, or what? How old were you when you first started?
Like 12.
12 years old? And what did you do? You would go to work with your dad?
Yeah, on my free time I will go and help him.
Oh, okay. And you learned it all up?
Not at all. I still watch YouTube videos to learn.
Okay. So he's a little shy still. It's our first video. We will be starting a page, like I said. So for any of you that want to follow through with our journey, once again, my name is Alfredo. This is Jimmy, my husband. We love just the art of being able to, make your home yours, and whatever style you want to do, you go ahead and you have a vision, At the end of the day, one of the best things of all is you're able to save a lot of money, especially him knowing all these things. It's amazing, and then the fact that whenever we get visitors or people that come, we're able to say, that Jimmy did it himself. What more of a story is there to that, And once again, sorry that this video is not what it should be. I know, because it's like the first video, we're barely starting. But little by little, we will get the hang of this, and we will be showing you guys. I'm going to be showing you guys the materials that he uses and how he does it. Here we go. So here is the thin set that he uses. It comes in powder form. You can buy it at Home Depot, at Lowe's. We got this one at Lowe's, and it was maybe about 15 bucks for the bag. It's a pretty big bag. So what he does, he puts them in a bucket and he mixes water into it. So he doesn't follow the instructions. He just does it as he goes, and the consistency that you want to see in this is like Play-Doh-y. You have to make it where it's like not too watered down. As you can see here, he mixes it as he goes, and he adds water as much as he needs. He places that on the wall. And then the worst part of all is having to make those cuts accordingly to all these outlets. Yeah, that's the only bad part about this, that you have to make all these cuts to go around it. I will show you guys in a little bit the cuts and how he does that. Here's the backsplash, the way that the tiles come. They're nice and packaged individually. These, we got them at Home Depot. They're 2x4s. They're glossy. And as you can tell, you can put them anywhere you want. You can put them in the restroom. We're doing it in the kitchen. But it's DIY. You could do it however you want. And I really like them. It's looking really nice. Here he is. He's going to start to measure. Remember what I told you guys about the cuts? That is the hardest part. So he's going as he's doing it, and he's going to have to check to see for that outlet. He has to cut accordingly. So right now, Jimmy said he's being really shy on the camera. He's saying that everybody could do it their own way. He doesn't usually use a tape measure, but you guys are more than welcome to use a tape measure. That way you guys get the measurements exactly correct. He just goes and does it accordingly. He has a pencil. He measures it accordingly, and here we go. So this is what he does. He removes a piece from the sheet. It makes it easier to be able to see his vision, to be able to see where the cuts need to take place. So he took out 2 of the tiles. This is where it's gonna need a cut. So he's just measuring it with the pencil. And now
he's gonna cut right here.
He's gonna remove that. He's gonna make a cut. I will tell you guys now that this is not the proper equipment to use to cut these tiles. There's an actual tile cutter, but this one gets the job done. There he goes. He's about to cut one of the tiles. There it is. Perfect. Make sure, guys, whenever you're using the saw, be really careful.
Use PP.
As you can tell, Jimmy is a little expert at it. He's done a lot of work around the house. So, yeah. Let's go look. So here he has that piece. These are the ones he cut already. These are going to be placed here in the little holes wherever it needs it. One there, one here. There you go. Here he's measuring the other side, that way it doesn't stick out. He's about to make the cuts to that piece. Just like I told you guys earlier, the cuts are the hardest part and the most annoying because it takes a lot of time.
Let's cut this channel. Here's that piece he just cut. He's going to remove those two pieces that are not needed. Here he is adding it's called thin set. Yeah.
It's thin set. He's adding it to the wall. You want to add, oh, that big piece fell. You want to add enough, not too much, not a little bit, but just enough so it grabs onto the tile. Here he's about to add the piece to the wall. Right now that we were recording, Jimmy was sharing that when he was working with his dad would have him make all the cuts. They had the proper equipment. They had the tile cutter, which eventually we will be getting, but he would be the one to make all the cuts. And as I keep telling you guys in the videos, the cuts are, to me, one of the hardest parts, because it's like the measurements and stuff like that, you know, and you want it to come out straight, you want it to look nice. But here it is. It's looking really good. He adds pressure to it to, you know, just solid so it can grab onto the wall, to the tile. Make sure whenever, if at any point you guys are working around this, careful with that, because you can get shocked. So just be real careful. It's really messy, but at the end it looks beautiful. One of the best parts that I love about these tiles too, that Easy to clean off, as you can tell. The thin set is a little messy, but with a little wet towel or rag, whatever, you're able to clean it off really good before it dries up and comes out nice. Here are his 2 pieces that he's about to add to those little holes right there. I know that sometimes, since it's not the correct equipment, they can come out a little crooked. It's not going to be the perfect cut. But the best part of all that, especially right there, the outlet cover will cover it and you won't even be able to tell. Watch at the end, I'm going to show you guys and it's going to look amazing. But here he is adding the little pieces already. There's another material that you have to use to fill in all these little holes. It's called, what is it?
Grout.
Grout. And they have that in different colors. You can choose whatever color you want. We are going to be using a light gray because we're actually going to paint the whole kitchen a different color. But yeah, that's one of the steps that we won't be showing you guys that we'll be doing because we're not going to finish it today. But yeah, it needs grout to be filled in and that gives it like the final touch. Once again, excuse us, we look like shit. We've just been working around the house. While he's doing that, I am cutting these strips because you could cut these into whatever size you need them. I'm cutting these strips for that little edge piece right there on the kitchen, right there. So this is what's gonna look like. So here he's adding back the, what are they called?
Switch.
The switch.
Light switch.
Here he's putting back the light switch. Like I said before, be really careful when touching it. You can get shocked. He's adding it back, putting it back. This guy is not scared of anything. Look at him. And if you want to come help me wash dishes, I mean, you could always come, listen to some music, and ahí está. The sponges are there, the soap, so pull up. I'm just playing. There it is. Now, let me grab. He's gonna have this piece right there. Let's see. That's exactly what I was telling you guys about earlier. Talk about a workout. But see, this is exactly what I was telling you guys earlier about the cuts. How sometimes they won't be as straight right there, but it doesn't even matter because this is covering it and you can't even tell. But he is done officially with one full side of the kitchen and it's looking amazing. This is what we need. The best part of all is that I get to learn a little bit. I have never ever done any of this, but he's teaching me and we get to work on these projects together. We're about to add this strip right here. This part right here is kind of exciting because it's easier. It doesn't take no cuts or nothing. These are the parts I was cutting earlier. He hits it for pressure. I'm just gonna press it down. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's good.
Aquí, right here, we already finished off this piece. He has to finish putting that little piece right there, straighten it a little bit. But so far so good. Alright guys, and here's the finished product. Hours later, we were both really tired. You know what, as you get older, you learn to understand different things, especially having a husband who's really handy. He's taught me a lot about, you know, just working on the home and, you know, being able to save that money and doing it yourself at home. Next time you guys ever need work done and you guys hire a handyman, appreciate them, because this work is not easy at all. Like, the amount of work that's put into it, they break their backs, you know, to do this for a living. My husband doesn't do this for a living. This is not his job. It's just something that he's done. It's like he mentioned earlier, at 12 years old, he started working with his dad, and his dad showed him the ropes of how, you know, construction, and he does all kinds of stuff, electrical, plumbing, all that stuff. He learned it all from his dad. So I give mad props to his father for bringing him in and showing him, you know, because now that we have our two houses, we're able to do all these changes by ourselves. So here's the final product, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Me and Jimmy truly appreciate it, and make sure to subscribe and follow us for more updates, more work.